Let me move my little head out of the way. Stop bullying my bald head. I don't want to say I can't help it, because I can definitely help that I shaved it down, but I can't help that I had to. It does feel a little liberating, though. It's nice. It's nice to be on Twitch and just being like, you know what? I'm bald. What are you going to do about it? It looks nice now. I like it with, like, a little texture. I don't like the fully shaven, smooth look. Bald buff. Dude, I'm having to carry around my bag, and it's like, it is doing something to my arm. I don't know if that... The angle's going to look terrible. It's going to look like a little noodle arm because of the perspective. It's not a little noodle arm, I promise you. I like bald streamers. Name your favorite bald streamers. Me. Okay. That's one. Aratur, then me, Northern Lion. I like Northern Lion. I like watching his Super Auto Pets content. I don't really watch too much else, but I'll watch it if he's playing Super Auto Pets. He makes some weird choices in that game, man, and you know what? He says he likes to do interesting things more than make great plays, and I think I agree with him. I think I look better bald than with hair. Thanks. Rank my favorite baldies. Vinny from Vine Sauce. Or is it Michael from Vine Sauce? Northern Lion. And Moon Moon. In no particular order. Does Moon Moon identify as bald? I don't want to insult him if he doesn't identify as being bald. I don't want to piss off Moon Moon. Tyler 1. I follow Tyler 1. I like Tyler 1.
Hello? Hi.
What else do we got? Tyler 1 is quite possibly one of the greatest streamers that has ever lived and will ever live. The amount of energy and enthusiasm he could bring to every single stream, playing the same game with that chat, is actually like a living miracle. Do you know what I mean? Like it should actually be recorded in the chronicles. Like, he deserves to be memorialized. How do I feel about the people that got lost in the submarine? It's like what I say about Twitch chat sometimes. I mean, you had to go in the submarine. You know? I didn't force anyone to go into the submarine. They did it to themselves, dude. The kid they dragged with him? The kid had to go in there. He did it voluntarily. He was banned from League, and he kept playing it. He didn't stop. He never stopped. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I mean, look, if there was like if it was like a supervillain, and the supervillain took a bunch of people and he forced them in that submarine, and he gave them that crappy Logitech controller, I'd feel really bad for them, even if they were billionaires. His dad coerced him. He still had to go in the submarine. He looked like a grown man to me. He had a beard. If you can grow a beard, you can make your own mind up. Ultimately, the glass was the problem, not the control. Did they find it? Did they find the exploded submarine? I honestly feel like I would rather go on like a SpaceX or like a Jeff Bezos rocket ship to space than to go on that submarine. I mean, we were talking about it, like, there's this phenomenon where like you've got money or you're successful, or let's just give you some credit and say you are good at something. You think that applies to other things in your life, and like that is very commonly not the case. You know what I mean? Rather drop 250,000 in the Muscle Girl bar? Think about how much fun and entertainment and honestly lives you would change spending $250,000 in the Muscle Girl bar than you would going down in a tube, watching a guy poop, looking at the Titanic. I'm not saying you can buy Maru's love, but you can definitely buy her appreciation. Can I be an investor in the Muscle Girl bar? I wondered. I'm almost dead. I almost died. This loot drop is kind of kicking my ass. I'm not really paying. I'm just staring at my phone. Muscle dollars can't buy love. They can buy you repeated personal training sessions with Maru, so she can craft you into her ideal man. But did I have any muscle dollars? If you have $7, you actually have a muscle dollar. Think about that deal. Think about what $7 can get you in the United States. You probably get laughed at in any American adult places. What I was saying, and what a lot of us were thinking, Sorrow, is I would only want to go down as far as I could go, that if I had to leave the submarine, I wouldn't immediately explode. Like, and I know you'll get the bends and probably get very sick and might die anyways, but if I could just, like, leave the thing and swim up, I might be okay with that. I see Titanic, just watch the movie? You know they're just playing the Titanic theme the whole time on the little submarine anyways. This Ludroth is surprisingly powerful. Is this just like the ability of monsters in Monster Hunter Tri? They reach so far. I don't know if this golf swing's gonna hit. Is the consensus that the submarine could have been taken out by orcas? I don't think so. I think it was a mechanical failure. I think the window or one of the many other parts of the submarine failed. Possibly multiple parts of the submarine failed. Jesus Christ, he killed him so quickly. Nah, you shouldn't feel bad. I mean, if anything, it's a cautionary tale. Don't go into poorly made submarines. It's because they mix titanium with carbon fiber, and they corrode when you mix them? That sounds like it would be okay if you constantly rebuilt the thing, but I'm assuming they kept reusing the same thing. I mean, titanium with carbon fiber sounds like it'd be pretty strong to a lay person, but I don't know anything. One side portion of the story that's also incredibly funny is like the son or whatever, the grandson of one of the billionaires is out there trying to hook up with like OnlyFans models and stuff like that. That's pretty wild. Stepson, help him get the OnlyFans model. Imagine if it worked. I mean, if anything, if you were an OnlyFans model, you should take him up on it because you could be living your best life soon too. Can I wear assless chaps when you play this game? Have you seen me below the waist yet today? I've heard people get mad at the term assless chaps. They're like, technically all chaps are assless. Nerd? No one asked. I think I gotta kill this great Jaggy. I don't know how many points he gives, but I need to kill him. Actually, you seem to have made a mistake. All chaps are assless. I think the character Seinfeld is a jerk. I mean, the whole point of the sitcom is everyone in the story is kind of an asshole, yeah. I mean, that's a big part of it. In terms of being an asshole, I mean, I guess Seinfeld himself, Jerry's a little bit less of a deliberate asshole, but he does not care what other people think. And technically, in real life, Kesha was a really big fan of Jerry Seinfeld, and she went up for him for a hug, and he just went, nah, no thanks, and he like walked away, and she was like really sad. And then immediately afterwards, everyone on the internet started bullying her. He's like, haha, Seinfeld didn't hug you, and that really hurt her feelings. I mean, that's kind of interesting. But, that being said, Seinfeld is definitely one of the best, if not the best, TV sitcom? I guess it's technically a sitcom ever created. It's almost insulting to call it that, because, like, sitcoms have, like, such an ugly connotation. There's a lot of things here. Still incredibly relevant. George is your favorite bald man of all time. You know, the saddest part about Seinfeld is like how like so few of those characters went on to have like independent career success. Jason Alexander especially like deserved something. And like just nothing ever stuck. Ever watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Oh yeah. I remember seeing an episode that was about gun safety. Carlton got shot. I shouldn't laugh at Carlton getting shot. That's actually really bad. How do you feel about switch axes? Great, I might make one this game. I think it was a 2-part episode. Was the Fresh Prince, was his name just Will? He was picking a fight with somebody, and the person he was picking a fight with tried to shoot him, and Carlton dived in front of the bullet. And then Carlton had to be like from the hospital, like with his hospital gown on, yelling at Will, being like, "Don't let it happen again." He was fine. He was fine the very next episode. Yes, we can just return to village. We'll go visit the Macalidor. Like jaggy breeding season or something? I know the real min-max way to get points is to farm Royal Ludroth and, like, give his crests or sponges away? Think Monster Hunter Portable 3rd will ever come to the West? In my heart, I want to believe that before I die, I will see that happen. I think what needs to happen is Monster Hunter needs to die, and then for Capcom to be like, well, I guess we'll just start re-releasing them now. So I think we have to kill the series in order for that to happen. Is it cold in that dark room that I'm in? I figured out how the air conditioning worked, and so it's a nice temperature. It was very hot the last couple days I was here. I was like sweating, but it's good now. Yeah, I figured out how the air conditioner worked. I set up very quickly today. I had like an extra 20 minutes. Yeah, I mean, we still got 2 hours to go of stream before I gotta scuttle out of here like the bug I am. They double down on Rise. But the thing is, I was like, Rise sells well. Like, the difference is like, the Monster Hunter is popular, which is good, but at the same time, like, people just buy it. So, like, I don't... You know, like, evolution requires, like, you know, challenges, like, what, environmental struggles, environmental adaptations. And if people buy Rise, like, they're like, well, why do you gotta get better? Just keep releasing the same damn thing. I thought that was a rock. That's not a rock. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I want to believe we'll see Portable 3rd someday. I want to believe that we'll see 4U in HD someday. Would they buy a Rise 2 though? I think most people would. I mean, I look, anyone that's sitting here watching a bald guy sit in an internet cafe play Monster Hunter Tri is not the audience Capcom needs to survive. I mean, they need you know, they need the common population, and the common population looks at Monster Hunter Rise like, wow, this game is great. I can play with my friends. I think the monsters are cool. I think the abilities look cool, and I think that's all that really matters. What do I know? I don't know anything. I do know that there's got to be something coming out in the next 9 months that's going to blow everyone's socks off, because it's not Exoprimal. I'm going to play it. I might even enjoy it. But that's not the game that's going to carry the world. Exoprimal's fine, but like, I don't think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to spend $60 on it, and I hope I'm wrong. I want it to do well. But then, you know, if you're going through like reviews, like you're gonna ask people like, what did you like about it? And it's like, can they tell you that they liked like what parts? The PvE or PvP? I feel like they're still kind of struggling to define that themselves. Oh, is it 70? Oh no. I mean, I'd love to play Exoprimal with you. Bugs. So I could start farming honey? Oh, honey's different. Cactus flower. Do the egg quest? Sure. Need cactus flowers anyways. I guess Baroth is next. He's gonna hit pretty hard. I like these egg quests, man. I feel like modern quest design is too much about, like, just go kill the monster. You know, it's kind of like, you know, when you've got, say you got a stuffed crust pizza. The enjoyment, the best part of the stuffed crust pizza is the cheese inside the stuffed crust. There's no argument there. But the enjoyment from the stuffed crust is not just the cheese. If you were to pull the cheese out of the stuffed crust and just hand someone a pile of melted cheese, they'd go, what the hell is wrong with you? They want it inside the stuffed crust. They want the bread and the garlic and the crunch and everything else. You don't want to eat a pile of melted cheese. I know I've never tried. I ate the Chi-Yu, man. I got close. I don't even know if there's a single real quest for egg delivery in Rise. There is a delivery. My wife eats cheese out of a bag. Alright, don't tell her I told you this. Yesterday, she had a bag of... They were like, seaweed-flavored potato chips. She got that and an egg salad sandwich for lunch. She ate the entire bag. And then we went out to walk like 2 hours later. And I'm like, hey, I think there's something on your face. And she got really mad at me because she apparently had a little bit of the seaweed dust on her face for like 2 hours and she didn't notice. She like got mad at me. I'm like, why are you mad at me? I'm the one trying to help you out. I'm just telling you, like, I wiped it off with like a little, like, you know, wet nap or whatever. Like, don't get angry at me. I'm trying to help you. She's like, I had it on my face for hours. I said, well, yeah, I mean, you must have really been loving those chips. We finally did find a bag of chips that she did not like. Soy sauce and butter flavor. There's too much butter, man. She didn't finish the bag. It's possible she wasn't hungry enough. Like, there wasn't enough evolutionary demands on her. But she didn't like it. Buy her a butter sandwich. They sell them. They sell sandwiches that are filled with, like, sugar and shortening. Which, like, that seems to me like that's something you want to buy if, like, you're trying to become obese. It was potato chips. They were, like, more like little, like, thin fry-looking things that were soaked in butter and soy sauce. This is the New World update. It's going to have online servers soon. Online servers may be busier than Rise. I don't really have any complaints about the food in Japan at all, but Sometimes they just go a little bit too hard, man. Where's the herbivore eggs? Aren't they in here? Oh, it's here, isn't it? Really? They're gonna block off that exit? Apparently they still have a Monster Hunter section in the USJ. There's a movie about that albino. The new movie with Brendan Fraser. The Whale. I don't know anything about it, but I do know he's trying to, like, eat himself to death. I think there's, like, a scene where, like, he puts, like, a big piece of meat between two pizza slices and just is, like, crying while he's eating it. That's tough. Watch it with Jen. There's a TV in the bedroom, but it's got to be the weirdest place to put a TV that I've ever seen. Like, you'd have to have, like, there's 2 beds in there. You'd have to have both people sitting on one bed, staring over the other bed to watch it comfortably. Which I guess you could do, but, like, you don't have the backrest or anything. I see the trailer with Zendaya. It's called The Challengers. You're looking to do a threesome or a foursome with Zendaya? I mean, I guess if she's into it. Yes. What if I watch it here in the cafe? They have rooms where I think you could actually sit with another person comfortably. I haven't rented it yet, though. I don't know. I'm worried they're going to kick me out, Noxella. It's one of the ladies, when she was checking me in today, was like, I could hear you in the hallway. Can you try and be quieter? And I said, yeah. I'll try. I'm probably going to get kicked out. And this country just can't handle, like, noise at night, man. What the hell's going on over here? Why would you do this to me? They're just gonna say you're not allowed back anymore. Is my dolphin updated? I tried to update it while the game was running, and then the updater crashed. So no. I did try, though. I'll update it again tomorrow. It's okay. I think I'm just going to rent a private office. I know that sounds incredibly bougie and completely unnecessary, but at this point, I think I have to. Prepared to patch so I may test it? I don't... It's going to take like 15 minutes to update. It looked like it was taking a long time. But I will test it before I start tomorrow's stream. I can do that much. I can promise you that much. I don't want there to be 10... Buy unlimited data instead. I have unlimited data with Google. I have data. It's just... The Google plan, after 50 gigs, you get throttled. I can't get a real cell phone plan here. I don't have a residence card. It takes a while. I mean, I have an old version. It's probably a couple years old. It's not real unlimited. It's American real. It's American unlimited. I should have bought a snack. I'm a little hungry. I guess I can get some soft serve. I don't know if the soft serve is allowed in the room. Get an ice cream? I should. Like I said, I am getting a little peckish. Now would be the worst time to end the stream, though, because if you check in this late, you may as well stay for 8 hours, and I just stayed 6? Maybe just under 6. But I've got at least another hour and a half, I think? Wait. Hold on. I have at least another hour and 50 minutes I'm streaming. I'm confused now. Sunk cost in real life. I know. I know. You're right. This is good for a long time, right? I mean, there is a convenience store I could run to and get something to eat real quick. I mean, technically they serve food here. I don't want to go through the hassle of ordering it. I should not spend my points on this. 99.8? I don't know what that means. That sounds like a radio station. We got our cactus flowers. Like, is killing Great Jaggy really my best option? Oh, time you out soon? Oh, that's great news. Happy for you. Man, there's a lot to do in the village in this game. It would seem like there's not a lot, but you can spend some time. I know getting the wings from like Rathian and Rathalos can actually take quite a while. I'm surprised the game didn't preload zones, because they had already started the preloading technology on Freedom Unite. It just doesn't seem like that's possible. How are some viewers... It's amazing that some viewers are beating the bots. That's unbelievable. New engine for Try? Yeah. But I think it was still based on the same backend. Bots aren't sub. Yeah. I guess you just have to be here at least 50% of the time. I didn't know Gig used to show up here. This is still NT Framework, yeah. Question is whether or not Freedom Unite is NT Framework. I think it is. We should really hold on to these livers and feed Cha-Cha. I guess the only issue with this is like, alright, great, I've got the honey box. Now I need points to farm the honey? It's so screwed up. We're gonna have to trade stuff in. There's no way killing Great Jaggy's the way to do this. You want to kill Royal Ludroth, get his crests, and trade those in. Ideally, do the capture quest. At least from my memory, that's the best way to do it. If there was a better way that was discovered years later, all years. We can try it. Llama nuggets? I think that was 3U. They got really good for lava nuggets. It's not 3U only, I just remember it being a lot better in 3U than the quality sponges. There's some insane guild card achievements in 3U related to the resource points. You need like a million? It's like a million or 100,000. It's a lot. Oh, for real? Oh, alright. Gonna play 16 when I get back to the United States? Oh! I mean, I've got a PlayStation 5. I'd really rather wait for PC. To be honest with you. That's what my heart wants. Can PlayStation 5 do locked 1080p 60? Is that a joke? You gonna laugh at me? I'm assuming it can't. I might watch the Digital Foundry review, and I'll just let you know what their technical analysis of it is. I don't know if it can. Was there a performance mode? Is it 60 locked in performance? Or is it like 60 variable? A mess in performance. Yeah, that's not what I like to hear. Out of slot, thank you. Should really just sharpen. Having a nice day? Other than getting yelled at because I made too much noise last night, apparently. I'm having a great day. And I'm not saying I don't deserve to get yelled at. I absolutely deserve to get yelled at. There's your chance to play on PC on release? Oh, they might optimize it. Square Enix is definitely not the worst offender performance-wise in video games. I think I was given a quote for 60,000 yen a month to rent an office, a private office, and I might just do that while I'm here. Just be done with it. Can I get a PS5? I could go one. I could go to Bic Camera. Not right now, but soon. Actually, it's 9:30 a.m. I mean, they'll be opening in a half hour. And I could get one. It's up to Jen while I'm streaming. She mostly sits in the room. I tell her, I leave the key with her. I leave the key and not a stack of cash, but I don't know, 3,000 to 4,000 yen. And I say, go out, please. And then she just sits in the room. I don't know, she's probably watching YouTube. She might be creeping on us right now. I don't think there's anything wrong with going to another country and enjoying media. As long as you're enjoying the food and going out occasionally, I think that's a great way to spend a vacation. There might be a place to rent a PS5, but I bet you would be real hard without either a very large deposit, which would make me a little nervous. They wouldn't give it back. Or a residence ID, which I do not have. Yeah, you definitely don't have to do something every day. I mean, you know, these days where I stream, like long days, I go back and I just sit, I lay in the bed, and I don't do much. We still went out, we did a little shopping at the dollar store again yesterday. I got big pieces of chicken and I went and I got conveyor belt sushi. Like, I'm fine with that. Buy a PS5 and then raffle it when you get home. Then everyone's gonna be like, yo, streamer, when's the next PS5 raffle? Remember that last PS5 you gave out? I want another one. That's a limp, right? Get more sushi? I'm trying to find you the best conveyor belt sushi in the city, Noxella. I can't say I'm necessarily succeeding, but I am trying. I think this would be better with Lance. Because of the Lance impact formula. You get 10% more damage on the head with Lance than you would with cutting. How amazing is that? You gonna make me go to Omakase? No. Unless you're buying. I don't want to know what they're gonna charge me. Dude, you're in it. Honestly, I can't imagine most normal sushi places would charge you more than 2,000 or 3,000 for omakase. It would be expensive. You'd spend 60,000 in an office, but not sushi? Yeah, I mean, I need to stream. It's not an option. We need quality sponges. To get quality sponges, I'm gonna want to break things. We're gonna make a lance. I don't normally make lances, but this game we're gonna make a lance. Ryori? I don't know what that means. Stream the omakase? When you're here, I'll try and... I'll have my data. My data will be back. We're gonna use some of it in Hakone, and then I'll save the rest of it for when you're there. Gonna look up the lance. Lance guide. That lance guide is not good. I need the lance weaponry. There we go. So we can make a weapon with 120 raw. We can make the Knight Lance. We could make... the Reno Hasta, which has got like no green sharpness. Well, I guess nothing really has got green sharpness, so it doesn't really matter, does it? What would you make from the Reno Hasta? The Gobel Lance? It's actually a downgrade in raw. That's funny. You can make the Great Baggy Lance. That's not too bad. 150 raw with some sleep. You could make the Baroth Lance, but it's really micro. Diablos Lance is incredibly good, but obviously that's going to be, you know, it's a little bit of a ways down the line. You love Gobel? Team Para? They struggled, man. They struggled on Elatrion. Once the Paras run out, what are you left? Bad weapons. Shark Attack is crazy, dude. Oh, hold on. I was looking at the wrong number. I'm dumb. 368 versus 322, 322, 391. Buy a pizza? I'll get a pizza when Noxella shows up. We'll get some Domino's, man. I almost wouldn't mind making the Baroth Lance. Go to the Italian chain that Mara recommended you. Did you write it down? She loves it, man. She's like, this is my favorite place to go. She was so happy with that place. She's like, I love it. I love everything about it. I guess we'll make the Reno Hasta. We might need one more the Strange Beak. I'm supposed to write it down. I mean, the VOD is there, right? They complained about... You can't trust... Whoever wrote that food review stuff, like, you cannot trust those people. That's all I can say. Like, do not trust them. Oh, close shot. Reno Hasta. Practice English there. I'd be happy to. Do you want to know, Noxella? I've very much gotten into the habit of Nihongo Jozuing people that speak English to me. Anytime anyone speaks any English to me, I always go immediately, oh wow, you have really nice English. And they're always like, oh, no. I get them every time, like immediately. It's so funny. So far, I have definitely said more, your English is good than gotten Nihongo Jozu'd. I'm not saying it's a competition, but it's a little bit of a competition. Or it's just because my Japanese is bad. It's like, it's so bad they don't even want to say Nihongo Jozu, which is impossible. Plant a Kuropeko. Capture a Kuropeko. I'm worried I'll kill him. Well. Nihongo Jozu Jinai. You would just say Nihongo Heita desu. There's no need to go through the extra steps of saying that somebody is specifically not skilled. I guess maybe it's more polite than just to say you suck. I love the icons in this game. I don't really know where he starts. It's either 5 or this could be 3? I'm gonna say it's 3. Shakey's Pizza. I mean, I wouldn't go to Japan as my first place to get any melted cheese product other than a Chigyu. Now, if you want to get a pizza, Domino's is probably acceptable. Corn and mayo, man. I don't get it. You can buy like a corn and mayo sandwich here. How much would you vomit if I ate the corn and mayo sandwich on stream? I landed it. Buy it? I need something for breakfast. I don't think it's going to be corn and mayo. What type of pizza do they like in Japan? I don't know. I could try and get some pictures of you of the popular options. I really thought I was gonna hit that. Natto mayo toast with seasonings. Natto toast with sugar added. Shep, aren't there people that get like mad on Twitter if you post pictures of yourself with like video game characters that they have personally identified as their own wife or husband? I think that's a thing. Now, whenever he's down on the ground, I can't stand in front of him. You gotta stand on the side of him. Or just do a super pound. Stop calling him. I remember there's this one character in Animal Crossing. It was like a 2-eye-colored cat man. And certain fans on Twitter would get like really mad if you posted pictures of yourself with them. I don't think Devil Joe's gonna get called in low rank village. I might get a golf swing in the head. This hammer's nice. You also get the wind resistance. Thanks, Raphael. Jason, what's up, man? Carrying Rage the Wrathful. Cool. I really shouldn't be going for it. He's limping. You got to spending helps you when they're deciding what afterlife to spin you to. It's easier. You bought all of the season passes for Nikkei. And you bought all the DLC costumes as well. Rathian, do not screw this up for me. I think it's funny that the Kuropeko is poisoned. I think you just die if you marry a succubus, right? I mean, eventually. What happens with an incubus? Do they take your energy out one way or the other? You need a beak, right? That was too stressful, man. Do the other one. Anally remove it. I guess there's worse ways to go. The butt blast you to death. Bang Maid. Was that what they were called? Such a cursed concept, man. Incubus is a male succubus? Well, that almost sounds like there's a little bit of a role reversal going on. I guess it could work traditionally as well. Or untraditionally. I think we still need that beak, right? Pitfall trap. You know what? We're going to try this again. We're not going to be babies. I think the lance would be really good for breaking the beak. I think the hammer is going to be really bad for breaking the beak. But we got it in the rewards last time. I'm gonna have to farm the online one. Oh. For hunter rank points, right? Damn. I mean, I'm definitely gonna do HR farming in a group. Like, I don't care. I mean, that's how it goes, right? Well, I'm trying to think with hammer what would be the best choice. Ludroth would probably be better because its parts are worth more. Where are you? I mean, if you just do all the quests, right? You'll get a good way the way there. This is bad. Not where I thought she was going to be. Try is like scaled, I think, for 4 people. It's the hardest scaled Monster Hunter that we have, I think, outside of like maybe Frontier. Where are you? Go to like 9 and 10 sometimes. How is the Chrome Dome treating you? It feels great, but I have to ban one person every day. Otherwise, my hair will grow back. So that's tough. You know what I mean? You ever have that happen to you before? Almost got the face. I have no idea what that little song does. Make an effigy and ban it instead. It might work. Get more Chigu. The hot Chigu treatment. It hurts though, man. You ever have your hair seared off by boiling hot cheese before? It's not pleasant. Ooh, nice. I might actually get a KO. Maybe you can sharpen again. I know it's like super premature. Like this weapon's got no. Any challenge for this run or just casual? You know, I've got an internal ranking of like the dumbest chatters in the channel. Where do you think you are? I'm sorry. I should be nice. Thank you for watching the stream. Happy to have you here. Hey, we got the golf swing. I do a lot of challenge runs? I do. This is not one of them. No, well, I mean, I don't know. Not necessarily, but... Imagine Monster Hunter was getting re-released again tomorrow, or this weekend. Show list. I don't know that some people would be able to handle it. I don't know. I mean, in some small ways, I do sometimes think that the Twitch moderation is the first small taste of reality some people have gotten. In the same vein as Discord moderation. If you've never been timed out or banned before and you chat regularly, you're doing awesome. There's just an inverse correlation. I got her beat. So we're gonna make the lance, but we'll kill Ludroth once or twice, and then we'll buy everything. Do exclamation try, asthmatic smiley. Oh, there you go. Thanks, bug. This weekend? I just do the stupid Rhinopolis. I mean, it's so lame, but I'll just do the Rhinopolis. We'll see. We'll see if there's something else with Rhinopolis in it. Nope. 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 We can remake the Elatran sleep bombing tutorial. Honestly, there's better ways. Like to do it again, I would have had at most 1 or 2 gunners. You absolutely want a hammer user, and you want a greatsword user. I'll put it to you this way. You want at least 1 greatsword user. The wake-ups would just be too good. Is Elatran soloable? Oh, absolutely. It's hard, though. Probably one of the hardest challenges in the series outside of Super Monsters. Two gunners, 2 hammers? Yeah, seems alright. I mean, you can look up speedruns. There's definitely speedruns. I mean, there's been a patch for Try for a while now that lets you do hub quests offline. In fact, I believe there was a patch that let you play offline quests online, so like people were hunting Cedeus together. Got a medium on this one. Yeah, we're good. Rifted redeemed a timeout. Oh, hold on. To see them check. There they are. Sorry, you got a little bit of bonus there. I don't have a 10-minute button on my thing. Dolphin? I don't know if there's that many choices for Wii emulation. 14 minutes, no heroics, the hammer. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a really good run. You don't need to fit. I mean, they're probably enjoying their bonus timeout. No, you're taking out their bonus ice cream. Dolphin, Ryujinx, Seamew, like all of these emulators are amazing. And then there's just Citra, which is just like a baby diaper, just filled with crap. It's like so bad. I'm sorry, Citra developers. I know you work hard and you probably don't get paid anything. That's a bad emulator. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's like cursed. No, I mean, it's definitely, they deserve to be thanked. Nobody else has done it better. But it does suck. Yeah, that's all you can say. It's great, but it sucks. What sort of rewards are these? That was insulting. Lance. I think we're going to make the bear off Lance. It's nice just for the green sharpness alone. You know, I played through the entirety of, well, not the entirety, a lot of GU recently, and I didn't use any item sets. It was really funny. It's kind of nice in the sense that, like, you always make sure you're bringing exactly what you want, or bringing a whole lot of what you don't want. We need to break the sponge. Item box in camps in Gen 5. That's probably when they cross the line. Are you post a pizza place at Discord? Thanks, man. Is it in Japan? Better yet, is it in Osaka? What country is it in? I wonder if the dung bomb is for you to throw at him to leave if he's gonna limp. So, Lance impact formula. I don't know that I really want to talk about it on stream. But the way it works is if the hit zone you attacked, you took 72% of your cutting damage. Hold on. I'm already getting messed up. If using the impact formula and 72% of that is more than your cutting, you do that damage instead. But it does not do KO damage. It's not actually impact as far as I know, and if it is, it just doesn't do any KO. I wonder if you could honestly just break the sponge and then just leave. I wonder if killing him is worth it. It's probably just a timing thing, Fog, based on certain animations, but that's more consistent than doing triple pounds. I mean, visiting red light districts in Osaka. We did an in real live stream where we were walking around in the morning, and we definitely saw some stuff. It was mostly like host clubs, though. But we definitely saw some love hotels. I mean, I've been to Dotonbori. Find the right love hotel for me in Oxel. Oh, I found several. Yeah, no, I found several of the Bali resort. Yeah, I'm not really the guy to ask them. Oxel is the one that's probably is planning on bringing spending money. Try Capsule Hotel? I would say yes, but like my place is already paid off. I'm not just gonna rent a Capsule Hotel just to sleep in a box. Well, if their internet was good enough and I could stream from the box, they're pretty cheap. Like $30 a night. It's the same price as staying in a internet cafe. Sleep in the office. It's a 24-hour office. I gotta look into it. I thought the net cafe was the perfect solution, and I was mentally prepared to just like keep bringing my computer here every night. But then I got told that you're being too loud, and so now I gotta rethink that because I might get kicked out. I might be banned today. They might be like, "You're not allowed back." It's possible. Are you playing multiplayer in the tri-servers? Absolutely. That's a big draw. One quality spot. Like my head is more evenly tan now. I'm trying, man. It's still a little tan line, but I'm trying to get it even. When did I get told? When I checked in today, like 6 hours ago. They don't want me here. I was half expecting for them to kick down the door midstream, which would have been amazing content, and tell me that I gotta go. They said the rooms are supposed to be soundproof, but somehow I have been able to go through the soundproof walls. Did I tell them my job requires me to be entertaining? I told the one girl that was telling me that she could hear me that I was a streamer, and she was not impressed at all. If anything, she kind of made like this face, like like I hate streamers. Oh, they're the worst. I mean, hey, I agree with you. They are the worst. Any Monster Champion, she did not care. She didn't ask any. She wasn't like, oh, hontoni? Streamer desu ka? No. Keep it down. People are sleeping. So my very real struggles of trying to find a place to stream in Japan continue. It was almost easier to stream in Italy. We're gonna do Baroth with hammer because we are not babies. The pained expression. This guy. Like, I would care that you're a streamer. Time to stream on the street. I don't have the data. Okay. I know of a table that I could drag in front of a cafe. But I don't have any power. They don't have public power outlets here. When there are power outlets, you're not allowed to use them. They don't do that. The best I could do is maybe find a 24-hour McDonald's. But they would kick me out there too. I'm gonna get kicked out everywhere. And my data resets on like the 4th or the 5th. Except for the tail though. That makes me kind of want to use Lance. The unlimited data in Japan appears to be really unlimited. Streamers the most oppressed minority. They got it pretty tough, dude. But I always try to tell people, feel like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber, I want to be a streamer. Like, why don't you get a real job? It's not that good. It's alright. Video games are fun. Get a degree. Just do that instead. There are places to charge your phone, and they sell these little things you could buy for like 300 yen that are fully charged battery packs. So that's pretty cool. I just don't want you being loud. Most of my problems would be solved if I had a residency permit. I could rent definitely a place that I could get fiber into and then soundproof. It's not like I'm starting at like 9 p.m. and going until 6 a.m. I'm starting at like 4 a.m. Which is early, but like not like 1 in the morning early? I don't know, maybe I'm just coping. It's easy to lose track of time though. It's already 10 in the morning here. It's insane. Start stream later. Start it at like what, 6 p.m.? I gotta start early enough to get the Europeans. If I start at 3 p.m. Eastern, it's 8 p.m. in Europe. 8 to 9 p.m. in Europe, so they can still watch. And then I keep going until I get the East Coast too. I even get a little bit of the West Coast. Was it like 6 p.m. over there? This is only the village one. I think we're gonna be okay. Europeans are not worth the trouble. I've had a lot of issues with Germans lately. And I hate to say that. I had a lot of bad Germans. I have to get banned and everything. So yeah, maybe I should just start at like 7 p.m. or 7 a.m. There'd be less issues. Be starting right at prime time for the East Coast. Be 3 p.m. on the West Coast, right? Yep. Okay, used to Germans, not caring about you either. It's not all Germans, but it's definitely more than one. There's definitely like a pattern of behavior. I don't know what's going on in that country. I mean, I can't judge it. It's not like my country's much better, but at least for the most part, people are nicer on the internet. Which is funny thinking like Americans are nicer on the internet than Germans, but it appears to be true. It's just so funny because, like, they say such terrible contents, and they're like, sorry, I'm German. Like, what are you talking about? They talk about it like it's like a disability. I can't climb those stairs. I have a broken leg. Sorry, I'm terrible on the internet. I'm German. That's... what are you doing? That doesn't make it any better. That just sounds worse. Ban them and say I'm sorry, I'm American? I mostly ban them, and then when I send their deny request for their unban, I just, like, laugh at them. I just say, like, usually I just go, like, LOL. Now, again, what's the excuse for Germany? Oh, I'm sorry. We have too much good food and good beer, and we've got an excellent highway system and great social services. I guess I'll be miserable anyways. What are you doing? The problem is they had it too easy. They didn't play life on hard mode. You see that evasion? That's pretty good. I like a Wiener Schnitzel. I like a juicy sausage. I had an unfortunate encounter with a British soccer hooligan once. It had UK down on the totem pole in the EU rankings, but I think Germany's about to go lower. Oh, there's a built-in unban on Twitch that you can use. Yeah. If they want to submit like an essay, they can submit an essay. Problem is nowadays, like, people can just use like ChatGPT for that. Maybe it has to be like a video essay. And I have to be able to share it with everyone else. There's like definitely some very strange yellow sharpness modifier bouncing going on here. You know, I stopped to think about how Christian is such a nice person, and he's from Germany. But then I remember the story that he's actually from Poland, moved to Germany, and he was teased by the Germans as a child. So that only kind of reinforces my belief. I actually bully Christian. He's like one of the nicest people I know. I don't know the circumstances at all as to why his family moved to Germany. For all I know, he was born in Germany. I really don't know, but I do know he was teased for not being full-on German. We're gonna need that mud for something, aren't we? Probably grab that shine. All the friends I have in Germany are lovely. It'd be funny if they were like really great in person, but every time you try to chat to them over the internet, they were just like nasty little goblins. Man, it's like in person they're so great, but online they're just like the worst people. Oh my God, has the UK economy shrunk to be smaller than Poland? Oh my God. Oh my God. That's pretty embarrassing. I mean, not embarrassing. I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Poland, but you might start seeing UK people leaving the country to find better opportunities elsewhere if that's true. We want him to destroy one of these sandals. Okay. How are the housing prices in the UK like when you're not in a major metro area? On a scale from Japan to Canada. Canada clearly being the worst place in human existence you can try and buy property. Where'd he go? He just like teleported. The UK economy is smaller than Apple? I don't believe you. That's not possible. You're saying Apple has more revenue than the entire country of the UK? You guys are just messing with me now. I don't believe it. It can't be possible. I guess the UK aren't selling $3,500 VR goggles. Maybe they should get on that. There's no way. I don't believe that. Where did he go? He literally disappeared. Does he go to 7 sometimes? UK has to pay for stuff like highways? I mean, here's the thing. I mean, are we talking about gross revenue? You can't directly compare government spending to a corporation anyways. But if we're talking like gross revenue, there's no way that the Apple is outperforming GDP versus valuation. Holy crap. Wow. Okay. That's amazing. So GDP-wise, the UK could not outperform Apple. Couldn't come together with all the revenue alone to purchase Apple. I mean, you could definitely goose GDP, albino, and that's definitely true and is definitely happening in lots of countries. But I mean, some of it's real. Most of it, I would argue, is real. I'm trying to get a counter there. Total market cap of the London Stock Exchange? That's absurd, dude. That's absurd. That's crazy. That's hard to believe. I do believe you, but damn. I don't think I hit the tail anywhere even close. Oh, great kill. There's a lot of books on the shelves, albino out here, about ChatGPT. Like, we were in a bookstore the other day and, like, shelves of ChatGPT stuff. Like, anyone could write a book on ChatGPT now, and you probably get some people to buy it. It reminds me a lot about cryptocurrency. Like, blockchain stuff, and that stuff came out, and a bunch of books came out trying to explain it to boomers. I think the difference is, like, AI can at least, like, do something. I worry about how long AI art is going to be problematic. But I guess that's something for the courts to settle? I don't know. I don't know how that's going to get sorted out. Unlucky, hey, what's up, dude? Unlucky, you going to get in on Monster Hunter try? I could probably use that website. Ladies. I at least don't I don't know if I'm considered neuronormative. Goblin tools? You're not trolling me, right? This is real? Like, it's even the right name for me. Oh. Oh, it's... Turn the spicy thoughts into classic ones. Enter your text here. I'm gonna use it. You dumb son of a bitch. Stick your head up my asshole in order to get a better view of the world and a proper opinion for once. Make my text more professional. I broke it. I broke it. Well, alright, I guess you gotta put some effort into it by yourself. I should run all of my tweets through it, though. Honestly, I really should. That seems like a great idea. You can put it into the judger to see what tone it sees in your text. Alright, let's try that. I see to-do, formalizer, judge, estimator, compiler, chef. Judger. What tweets? It happens sometimes. Your text comes across as... Based on text provided, emotional tone of this message comes across as highly aggressive, insulting, and offensive. The use of expletives and derogatory language shows a strong and hostile attitude. The language used suggests a deep sense of anger, disrespect, and contempt towards the recipient. So all it is, Unlucky, is they're bringing back the servers for Monster Hunter Tri. So if you want an attempt to play Monster Hunter Tri the way it would have originally been played, however many years ago, this is it. Deep sense of anger. I will keep this message in my heart. Was that an urgent?
Hi.
This is an urgent. If I'm fighting Gobble, I'm gonna use the lance again. Wait, well, am I? I'm not a baby. I'll use a hammer. Lance is good though. You can hit his back safely. Not that you should be hitting the back, but you can. Deep sense of anger. I think it's probably a good and fair idea to set limits on AI, but why can't they just let us like hit the goblin mode toggle? You know what I mean? Like if you're an adult, I want the AI to give me a serious discussion of what it thinks about what I'm saying. I want it. I want to know what it really thinks. And not just use like a hidden message to be like, I can't tell you what I think. How's Final Fantasy 16 looking? I'm assuming it looks good. I know the performance mode is kind of a mess, though. It's not locked 60. That sounds tough. There's a lot of things I ask ChatGPT that are actually, like, real questions, and it just, like, gives me, like, nonsense answers. And, like, I know it knows the answer. Oh, we gotta get frogs. It's in 7. I just like, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm too good to play games that are below 1080p 60, but I really want 1080p 60. I know you're a huge Final Fantasy 15 fan, right, Unlucky? How is it looking compared to that? Now, is there or is there not a frog here? Looks like a finished game from the start. That's nice. 15 endings is one of your favorite Final Fantasy endings? You know, I thought the back half was way better than people said. Some people gave that game a lot of crap, but I had an okay time with it. Granted, I got to that point where it just let you skip a large section of the game. It was maybe the second or third patch. I don't know where he is. Is he in 5? 6? Modern Square Enix DSP friendly game design too. The man has too much power. only beef with Final Fantasy 15, and maybe it's all addressed in the DLC, is there's stuff that they talked about in all sorts of media, and like it's all contradictory, and like I can't talk about it because like there's, you know, obviously a lot of spoilers there, but there's stuff that they talk about in the anime. This is like flat out retconned or something. I don't understand. I mean, I played it beat 15. I mean, my issue with it is I bought a PlayStation 4 Pro thinking it would give me a 1080p 60 experience. And it didn't. And then I felt dumb and like I wasted my money. Now, I still used it for Monster Hunter World, so it wasn't a total waste, but it's not like PS4 Pro World was that much better than PS4 World. Couple more frames, maybe? A little bit easier to spot them with a 1080p, isn't it? Like, I couldn't understand, sorry, minor spoilers in 15. I couldn't understand when there was clearly an evil guy and your team was just, like, hanging out with him. Like, you get in a car, you drive around with him. Like, what are you doing? The guy's evil. You see his hat? He's evil. And then, like, I didn't understand fighting the big guys, like, why they wanted to fight you most of the time. Wasn't... I understood fighting the Empire. Beautiful boy adventure. You know what? That really helps me a lot. And you have no idea how much that helps me. Some of those dungeons were real hard, man. Like, some of them I couldn't beat the boss at the end. I remember finding, like, a Medusa at the bottom of a sewer. And I was like, I can't beat this. Already? My paralyzed? The last boss and flake out. There's something to that though, because like you've enjoyed the experience, you don't want it to end. It took me 3 attempts to beat Dragon Quest XI. The first was because the game wasn't hard enough. The second was there's a really boring section. And then the third, I finally beat it. And there's like a flashback with Rab. And it doesn't make any sense what's going on. And then when he is making sense what's going on, it's also not very interesting. Pretty bad. Everything else is fine. You're playing the game, you get to the flashback with Rab, just go get through it. You'll get through it. And the funny thing, there's actually some really good parts before and after that part. It's just that part is just a big turd. I mean, that's something that could have, the whole crux of that could have been summarized in any other way. That would have been way more interesting. We just didn't get that. I remember when I finally finished Persona 5, I was trying to get, you know, 100% everything, maxed social links by the end of my first playthrough. My in-game time was like over 100 hours, and probably my real time was like 120 hours with like resets and like backtracking and stuff. I did not enjoy that game. I could easily spend 120 hours playing Monster Hunter and not think anything of it. Man, I regret that 120 hours in that game. I've played Persona 4 many times. Probably 3 or 4 playthroughs. You know, usually around probably like, what, 50 or 60 hours each. Loved all of them. Persona 5, you suck. I don't know. They made the Scarlet version. I have no desire to go back and see it. It's like, oh, do you want seconds at the crap buffet? We got extra crap for you to shovel down your face hole. No. Some of the Final Fantasy games, like, really go off in a very strange direction at the end. And, like, playing them at the time, like you don't think much about it. But then you try to make sense of it, and you're like, this is really strange. Like, I understand, like, metaphors and allegories and stuff like that, but, like, you want to maybe, like, set this up? Just trying to defy all narrative conventions. But there's already a Persona 5 dancing game, right? We got that. We got Persona 5 Musou. We got Persona 5 Mystery Dungeon. We need a Persona 5 Fighter. He's got a lot of life. He's hitting a lot of super things. My favorite Final Fantasy? 6? Probably. For gameplay, it's probably 5. But for just general... I like the story and the characters and the stuff that goes on it. 6, easily. I think 10's pretty good. I think it's cool to hate on 10, but I think 10 is actually like a really good game. Watching this while playing Shepard Guides, now you could watch it while playing it with me. If you want. Makes you think the second half is so mid? It is gross and ugly and bad. But I think the characters actually suffering, you know, some consequences and struggles is something you don't see nearly enough in a lot of RPGs. I mean, I guess maybe a lot of bad RPGs are like that. But for Final Fantasy, like, people get punished, dude. Well, the character side stories are not that interesting. I don't know. Maybe we just have different interpretations of it. I'm not going to say you're wrong. I mean, it's your opinion. Yeah, I think Terra being at an orphanage is great. You know, I think... Oh, I've died to more embarrassing Spyro. I think Cyan's got a crazy story. I think Locke's is a little interesting, but also, like, not very well fleshed out. You don't like Terra Orphanage? I think it makes sense that she's there, though. It doesn't, like... Well, like, it doesn't make sense that she's there. Got 3 KOs on this guy? What, the $500? What's the difference between that and bits? Pin your message? Don't waste your money. I don't have it up. Would I even see it if somebody donated through it? So you can say something terribly offensive and have it pinned to somebody's chat for 5 hours? I'm assuming there's like a moderation ability to remove things that are terrible. I know, you got to make, I mean, it would only be worth it if the mods couldn't remove it. You'd have to get Twitch staff to come in and take it down. Ed, your story was bad. And doesn't make any sense. Really. I'll give you that one. What about the Sasquatch that's just a Sasquatch? Or the Mimic that's just randomly around like a Pinocchio? I like that. No, I think those are good, though. God, I love Final Fantasy VI. 5 is the best game. 5 is the best, like, design-wise. I think there's some really neat stuff there, especially the Festa that's built up around it. I think is really cool. Nothing really deep there. I don't know. It's about people, like, you know, overcoming their weaknesses in many cases, growing as people. There's just a lot of, to me, there's a lot of character development in it. You know, a lot of the things they struggled with in the world of Harmony, they try to come to terms with. I think it's neat. So we can go to the ice area now, right? Which means we can get Assisium. I think for storytelling at the time, too, was also pretty good. Man, the Bone Bludgeon Plus, like, why does it have so much damage? Like a 30 damage upgrade? Sick. I don't know why 6 has never gotten a remake, because it really, from a story perspective, gonna get a lot of people angry at me. I feel like there's a lot more narrative potential in 6 than there was in 7. The 7, to get like really deep, it just had to go further and further up its own butthole. It's my mom. It's my alien mom. It's my alien mom that stole a material. Like, what? What are you talking about? Great baggy. There are some cool scenes in 7, especially on the PlayStation. I mean, Ruby Weapon and Emerald Weapon are amazing to look at, you know, from the context of what the console could do back then. Oh, this is good music. Did we just get a lens flare? We just got another one. I don't know, man. I think the game still looks real good. Oh, man. I spent a lot of time watching Knights of the Round. I remember everybody being so upset about how hard it was to win the Chocobo race and breed the Chocobos. It was never any problem for me. I just fed them, and I raced them, and then when they won a race, I bred them with another one that was winning races, and it was like an hour, and I had like a golden Chocobo. No, I'm good at it. I'm good at breeding, what can I say? I mean, I didn't know how it worked. I just did what seemed obvious, which is race, win, feed them good stuff. Become the Chocobo champion in 14? Oh, I don't know. Here's the goat. No, I'm pretty sure 6 is like doomed forever. They'll make a reimagining of 10 before they do anything with 6. Oh, did the guides from the 90s make it seem way harder than it actually was? This game's hard without green sharpness. What do you gotta do to get green sharpness in this game? I didn't know about the Botox Final Fantasy X faces until I saw another person talking about it. Like, it seems like the best way to replay through Final Fantasy X would just be to emulate the original, right? The PlayStation 2 emulation has gotten really good. Probably the best thing to do is just to emulate the international PlayStation 2 version. I wonder how dark it's going to be in 4. Is that an international thing? Gee, I can't really remember. I remember there being like a monster arena thing you could do in the original. I never maxed out the international version or anything. I actually did the Blitzball thing. I got the best Blitzball. I don't know that I would have patience for it again nowadays. Look at those eyes look. Well. I mean, I was young. You know, when you're young, you've got the patience to tolerate bad game design. I did the lightning minigame. I got that one done. So I did lightning, I did Blitzball. What other ones are really ass? Isn't there like a Titus like racing one? Haven't died yet. Run by an Arduino kit to make a robot button pressing for the lightning dodge. That sounds like a fun project. Anyway. I mean, lightning dodges, what do you need, 100 in a row or 50 in a row? I'm not trolling you, dude. Taught you everything you know about this game and Unite growing up. Thank you, you're welcome. Just don't miss. just dodge 100 in a row. That's such an asshole thing to say. Emulated servers, but you can play them on a real Wii if you want. Do exclamation try. You'll see them. See, I never got into 13 because base 13 was bad, and 13.2 and 13.3 are better, but I don't want to play them unless I beat 13. So I'm just like stun locked. Thanks, Cutie. Oh, you're welcome. Oh. Kind of liked X2. I played and beat X2. I couldn't 100% it, but I did play and beat it. I liked it. I liked the combat. I like the dress spheres, too. You play this, you still don't have a Pro controller? Guess you gotta import one. Or maybe, I don't know, there might be some USB controllers that work on the Wii. Need another baggie. I mean, whenever our next big drought is, which I think is now, it's a good time to go back and play old games. Now wouldn't be a bad time to replay X2. If you don't have a PS5 for Final Fantasy 16, or whatever it is. Does it work with plugging GameCube controller? No, I don't think so. Maybe with Homebrew, it could emulate a classic controller, but that's just a guess. Game is fun. I mean, it's different than Portable Third or 3U. It's just a different game. Like, you can't say they're the same game. Some of the monster movements are different. The patterns are different. The balancing is different. The challenge online is real. There's a lot more viable weapons. Although at the end game, it's pretty much 2 viable weapons, but depends on the weapon type. I don't know where he is. The fun part is if you do join the private servers, like you'll have a bunch of people to play with, going through the game again for either going through it again or going through it for the first time, and I think that could be kind of neat. Monster Hunter PS2 and then Nothing Till World? That's horrific. But if you don't want to play on a portable, you could really blame them. You love the ball? Hey, thanks, man. I wonder if I'd still play video games if it weren't for Monster Hunter. I guess I probably would. Probably play them a lot less. Not KO. You're like one hit away from the KO. I might die here. There are some games I like watching content about, but would never really want to play myself. Dead by Daylight is a game like that. Like I like some of the content creators for that game that discuss like the strategy and builds and stuff, but I would never have the patience to grind up to get to a point where I could even be like semi-competitive. And even then, like that's a tough streaming community to be in. Pound side smash golf swing a thing in this game? I just did it. Wait, pound side smash golf swing. That order? No. Can you do that? I thought it was always side swing pound golf swing. I don't think side smash pound golf swing was in Unite, but I could be wrong. It's real hard to play the games before Freedom Unite. I would argue that with the English patch and the other controller patch, DOS is playable now. But until like the servers are really up and like, you know, running on that, I don't know. They're working on restoring the Monster Hunter G servers, which is funny because I think they're going to have Tri servers up before Monster Hunter G. I could almost just leave after the subquest, but he's got to be pretty close now. Lock in a cage with Monopolist for eternity, then play a game before Freedom Unite. That's a little extreme. You could play DOS. Freedom is really not that bad. Even Monster Hunter 1 is really not that bad. Yeah, you don't get any rewards, but it's not like... you need to have an eternal Hellkeeper Monomalu standing guard over your body for eternity. Dose is tough, but it's like, you can play it. Just don't try to get the Cuckoo head, because it's really hard. And if you get the Cuckoo head, don't get the Gypceras head, because it's really hard. Golf Swing was nerfed in this game, though, compared to Super Pounds. Which is really sad, because Golf Swing is so cool. That green, you can go into this one. Don't spit. Please, not like this. Do I need a new modded copy of the game? You just need a way to either mod your Wii, or you need to have it ripped to your Wii PC. That's really upsetting. He moved positions? He's sleeping in another direction now. That's cute. Man, I cannot wait to use this weapon to farm Rathian. It's gonna be so good. I mean, not that I plan on really making anything from Rathian. That's a classic, man. Little guys don't let up. They're still not as bad as the guys from Freedom Unite. Those guys are real bad. Monster Hunter 1? Woo! Woo! Yeah, no, I mean, it's up until the later games when they start just making the little guys just like window dressing. Did we get our crest? We did. Alright, my timer is telling me I gotta end the stream. 6.5 hours? Not a bad stream. Let me set a timer for like 30 minutes, I think. I don't want to go over my 8 hours. We will be back tomorrow, though. With more try. We're going to try and get ourselves as prepared as possible. Actually, let's cancel. Let's do like 20, 25 minutes. There we go. Getting as prepared as possible for the launch coming in. Didn't get kicked out. I'm worried they might ban me. This might be my last day here. We'll find out. We'll see how loud I was. I tried to be quieter for the start, but, you know, there's only so much I could do. I gotta talk. Alright, I'll see you guys around 3 p.m. Friday? It's Thursday for most of you now. It's Friday for me. I'll see you soon. Everyone have a great night. Check out the Try servers. Thank our sponsor for today. Let's get that. Up here. Soulsvar. Up here. Soulsvar. I said Soulsvar. It's Solvars. Sorry. It's Solvars. Solvars. Sorry. Yeah, I could hear myself talking and I hate it. I hate it so much. Okay, I'm leaving. Everyone have a great night. I love you. Goodbye.